Hey y'all, I am getting ready to wrap I'm calling them Spring Lilac. They are the Easter soaps that I had curing for quite some time. They actually were ready on Easter, but I didn't have them wrapped. But they were just barely ready. I mean, I wouldn't have had time to sell them and get them to you by Easter. They were like the day before Easter. They're 6 weeks cure. So I just hung on to them until now, and now I need the space on my curing rack, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up, and I'm showing you what I'm going to be doing. I got a new impulse sealer, and I of course had to test it out because it's got 1 through 8 settings, and I didn't know which my PVC shrink wrap would do. Apparently the highest setting worked best. But I wrapped these little Easter egg things. They'll be samples. I'm going to go ahead and move you down to show you my new machine. I will start with these. Now these here are 6x6 bags on this, and I've got a lot of those because I ordered some recently. They were out of the 4x6. So I'm going to start with this one and put it on there, and I'm going to bring it down here. And there's going to be a light. It lights up on the machine. You can't see it, but when it goes off, then I'll know it's done. And it's off. Once it's done, I can simply peel that off. I also need to get rid of the excess. I've cut a hole on each of these sides here for it to breathe and for you to smell through it, because cold process does tend to still kind of shrink after the cure once in a while. It needs a breathing hole. Here is ready for the heat gun, which will be the next part. And so on. All of these get to go into the heat gun. I'll do a couple more and then I'll go and finish them up. And then just waiting for it to click off. The way I label my soaps is I have printed some labels from Avery.com. I go to the library, and I do this because I don't have any ink in my printer. Go to the library, and I have a page printed off, and then I glue, yes, I hand glue those down to my, to the labels, onto the sticky labels that I've gotten in order to get it printed on there. If I had ink in my printer, I would simply print them myself off of my own computer. And I wish I had ink in my printer. It costs more money. I could probably buy a new machine for the amount it costs me to get new ink for the printer that I have. It's like a scanner, printer, all in one. So, this seems really easy. There's a slight melty plastic smell, as can be expected. And I'm supposing it would be easy to buy replacement parts to this where it has the, and I've got another one, and they have like a white sheet instead of the brown that you see on here. If you see it's brown, it's white instead of brown. Now here, these are the 4x6. I don't think I have to get any excess off, just off the end. Just get this. Just put that in there and get this heat seal. This is much easier than trying to hold on to it and trying to fold it under and stuff like I had been doing. What I had been doing was not really working. I weighed these out beforehand. Only one of the square ones was 5 ounces, over 5 ounces. The other 3 were over 6 ounces. Most of my tall and skinny bars end up being over 4 ounces, but not over 5. Once in a while they're over 5, but for that there was 2 that was over 4 ounces in these, and the rest of them were the larger size of over 5 ounces. So I'm going to put these on Etsy with the over the 5 ounce, and just pay attention to make sure I get the 5 ounce ones. Heat gun's on the bed behind me there. It's ready to go. I'm so happy with this sealer. I will have to move it back and forth. I can't leave it plugged in where it's at. I need that plug for other things. I have this board here on purpose. First of all, I wanted to protect my tablecloth here from the heat sealer, because I wasn't sure if it would, how much heat would get down towards it. And I always want to protect, and when I use the heat gun, it'll protect the tablecloth as well, or the wood itself if I happen to move the tablecloth. I've almost got 3 more to go of these. And it's shrinking pretty good on there. I ordered this sealer from eBay. I'm sure the replacement parts can be ordered off of eBay. I've gotten a lot of my molds from eBay too. A lot of the silicone molds. The loaf molds, I've gotten it from Brambleberry and Bee Scented. The green one for the no coconut one. That one came off of eBay. Works out pretty great because I had made a special box for it to sit in so it wouldn't bow. Okay, and next to use the heat gun. Gonna heat gun them. I am going to blow dry them with the heat gun to shrinking the wraps ever so carefully. These are lilac, hot spring lilac. They have hyacinth scent in the Easter egg on top. So they're like a spring lilac. It's what I'm going to call them. I thought I had already made a label for them. Now what I do sometimes on the corner pieces is I'll get them really hot and use my finger to push them down so it don't have any pointy parts when it's not wanting to. If I get them too hot, they will bust the seam. I push them out of my way when I don't need them. And I'm sorry for the noise. Turn them over, other side. I am loving my new impulse sealer. It makes making these a whole lot easier. I will come back putting the labels on, and then before I put this video online, I will put them on my Etsy. Okay, so here I'm going to be labeling my labels. Now, I end up gluing my labels onto the 2x4 label. I print on 2x3, but I found on eBay I've only found the 2x4. So what I do is I glue those on there and I give myself a little sticky pull tab. And I take my scissors and I cut the sticky pull tab off like that, and I stick it to the back so I can throw it away, the end piece, the sticker. And now for this, it's going to come across here. And I want to make sure I leave that side that actually has where you can smell. These are lilac and hyacinth is in the little Easter egg part right there. These are these are going on to Etsy today. Actually, the others that are 5 ounces that go on Etsy will be these right here. You can really smell that one if you want to. It smells more. The side and the top will smell different. Now, I also have on here, you see some of these are different. Well, these are Pure Pleasure. Mom thought of the idea. I got a fragrance oil from Aztec, the only one that hasn't really worked. It has very, very faint good smell, I guess. Basically, the caramel apple went bye-bye. It lost the fragrance permanently. I might have gelled it. I might not have supposed to have gelled it. I'm thinking I want to try the caramel apple again and not gel it and leave it on a fan to see if that's why that happened. I might have not been paying attention to what the site said about what the flash point was. Because like the one I just did, it said the flash point was 155. So a lot of soaps, your flash point is well up over 180 to 200. And in those cases, your fragrance stays pretty good. And sometimes when you have your soaps insulated in a box or put it to bed with towels and stuff that people do, sometimes it will heat up and overheat and exceed the flash point. And at that point, I know some people have had bad effects. Some people have had it actually almost catch on fire. But I believe most times what happens when it overheats and exceeds the flash point is you lose your fragrance. Now these right here are 5 ounce. So this is what I'm going to put on Etsy. 5 ounce pure pleasure. It has a very nice light scent. For someone who doesn't like a strong fragrance, these are it right now. I'm going to finish up these, and I'm going to go ahead and put these on Etsy for you. And so I will have the link to it and let you know that these are now on Etsy before I post this video. I will talk to you later, and bye now.